Hey everybody, today I'm going to be trying to predict the top 10 goal scorers in the NHL this season. So stick around if you're interested in seeing who I think is going to be putting the puck in the net a lot this season. Let's go. All right, everybody, let's get into it. Before we start, I just want to remind everyone, though, that special edition Halloween merch, like this shirt right here, is available in the merch store now through the end of October. 4 different designs, a variety of different products. Please check that out. It helps the channel a ton. But let's get started with my predictions. Coming in at number 10, I have Matthew Tkachuk. New team this year with the Florida Panthers now after the trade from Calgary, but I think he is going to fit into this Florida offense very, very well. He had 42 goals last season, which set a new career high. I think he is going to best that career high again this year. 44 goals for Matthew Tkachuk. Yes, the Panthers don't have Jonathan Huberdeau anymore, but they've still got Alexander Barkov, Sam Reinhart, Carter Verhaeghe, Sam Bennett. So much talent there in Florida. Tkachuk is going to fit right in. At number 9, also with 44 goals, I have Jake Guentzel of the Pittsburgh Penguins. He scored 40 on the dot last year. I think he's going to get a new career high this year. 44 goals, just like Tkachuk. Guentzel continues to be one of the most underrated goal scorers in the NHL. I think we're going to see a big, big year from him in Pittsburgh. At number 8, I have Alex Ovechkin, and this might seem a little low for Ovi, but I do think with the situation that the Capitals are in, Nicholas Backstrom probably not going to play at all this season. A team that is aging, getting older. Ovechkin himself is aging and getting older. I do think we're finally going to see a little bit of a drop-off from Ovechkin. Now, he scored 50 goals last season. I don't have him dropping off that much. I have him at 45 this year. That's still an absolutely exceptional season, and he will be a top 10 scorer in the league this year, but I've got him at number 8 with 45. Number 7, from the Calgary Flames, I have Elias Lindholm, who scored a career-best 42 goals last season, played on a line with Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Tkachuk. Now, obviously, both of those line mates from last year are no longer in Calgary, but with Jonathan Huberdeau, who is one of the best playmakers in the entire NHL, likely going to be playing on the left wing of Elias Lindholm, I think his scoring is not going to drop off at all. 45 goals, tied with Ovechkin for this season, and I think he sets a new career high. That will be a dynamic duo for the Calgary Flames with Huberdeau and Lindholm. At number 6, Connor McDavid from the Edmonton Oilers. He scored 44 goals last season, and I think he's going to best that this year and do even better. I am predicting 48 goals for Connor McDavid this season. I don't think he quite gets to 50, and I do think there is a bigger goal scorer on the Edmonton Oilers. McDavid will probably lead the league in points. I think goal scoring wise, I have him coming in at number 6. Number 5, now we get into 50-goal guys, and I am starting with Kyle Connor of the Winnipeg Jets. Now, the Winnipeg Jets were a massive disappointment last season. Kyle Connor, however, was not. He was by far their best player, had 47 goals last season, and I think this year is finally the time for him to get 50. I do think Winnipeg will hopefully be a little bit better this year than they were last season, though I'm not 100% convinced of that. But Kyle Connor is going to produce. There is no doubt about that. I think he finally touches the 50-goal mark this season, 3 more than last year and 5th best in the league. At number 4, I am expecting a big bounce back from David Pastrnak of the Boston Bruins. Last season was very much a down year for Pastrnak, and he still scored 40 goals. And he was honestly really, really struggling the first half of the season. I think this year he can put a full season together. He was robbed of his first 50-goal season back in 2019-2020 because the season got cut short in March. Had that season not been cut short, he absolutely would have gone over 50 goals that year. I think this is finally the year that David Pastrnak, who's going to play a massive role on the Bruins this year, is going to hit that 50-goal mark. I've got him 4th in the league with 51. Coming in at number 3, Another Edmonton Oiler, the leading goal scorer for the Edmonton Oilers, Leon Draisaitl. Obviously, just immense talent here. Plays so well on that team. Such a huge, important part of that team. He and McDavid are the real engines that make that team go up in Edmonton. He had 55 goals last season. I think it might drop back a little bit this year just because the Oilers do have some more scorers around him now and some young guys that are starting to come into the fold and play better. So I'm going to say 53 goals for Leon Draisaitl. That will lead the Oilers, however, and will be third best in the NHL. Coming in at number 2 now, this might be a hot take in the number of goals I have him scoring, but I see Kirill Kaprizov absolutely balling out this year for the Minnesota Wild and finishing second in the league with 57 goals this season. He had 47 last year. Kevin Fiala is no longer on the Wild. That's 33 goals from last season out of their lineup. That's going to put more of that scoring weight on Kaprizov's shoulders. And just looking at this Minnesota Wild team, he is by far, in a way, their best offensive player, their most talented player. I think he's going to absolutely light it up this year. He has the role on the team, the ice time, and the shot. Most importantly, the shot to be able to do this. I've got 57 goals for Kaprizov this season, second best in the league, 2 only, once again, Auston Matthews. I don't see anybody else leading the NHL in goals. I think Auston Matthews can become as dominant of a goal scorer as Alexander Ovechkin was during his prime years when he was leading the league literally year after year after year. I think we're coming into that time now for Auston Matthews. He scored 60 goals last season, was the first player in a long time to reach 60 goals. I think he beats 60 goals this season. I have him leading the NHL with 62 goals this year, and that will be number 1 in the league, and he will win the Rocket Richard Trophy. So there you have it, everybody. Those are my predictions for the top 10 goal scorers in the NHL this season. Please let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to be scoring down in the comments below? Would love to hear from you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And with that, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our merchandise store, membership, and donations down in the description as well. Please keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon.